I'm Carrie, and I'm a curatorial intern with the museum. I wanted to share something with you that I thought was really interesting. This piece of scrimshaw in the museum's collection called a pie crimper. One of the reasons I was drawn to this item was because I love pie, and who doesn't? They sure did in the 19th century when pies were a staple of their diet. And not just dessert, pies were actually made with meat, and that was very common. Here's a little background on scrimshaw. When whalers were away at sea, they used the leftover bits of whales, such as the teeth and jawbone, and sometimes the tusks from walruses, that they used to carve and decorate. Now these scrimshaw pieces started off as functional tools, and sailors would make them to use on the boat. Eventually, they started making tools for around the house, which they would give as gifts when they returned home. Pie crimpers are almost a cook's early version of the Swiss Army knife. They were used to cut pie crust before baking, and the most basic examples looked like this. They had a straight handle with a rotating wheel on one end, which was called a jagging wheel. Many pie crimpers also came with a fork, and that was used to poke holes in the top of the crust, which allowed steam to escape while it was baking. So there are three notable features that I want to talk about on this particular pie crimper. The first is the shape of the handle. It's in a double serpent. And there's a long, smooth handle which really lends itself to this popular motif. And it's a rather simple shape, but it's one with a lot of historical meaning and reference. The most unusual feature of this crimper is the extra tool placed opposite the fork. This is called a tamper, and it's a very rare addition. We don't know exactly what it was used for, but we do know that it was used to tamp down dough while baking. It also could have served an ornamental purpose. Cooks often prepared several different pies at a single time, and they used the jagging wheel and fork to differentiate between the different flavors, and the tamper could have served the same function. So as sailors became more comfortable with carving scrimshaw, they added several different jagging wheels and forks, and these pie crimpers became very ornamental, and they quickly lost their functional and just became more decorative. So this particular piece of scrimshaw could have been useful, and with the addition of the tamper, it makes it a gorgeous but very unusual addition to the collection. And you can come to the museum and see it anytime.